go. Riding into work today, even though it's a day off. Gotta teach a CPR course. I'm certified CPR and AED instructor, so teaching that today to 10 students. And then gonna meet up with a buddy afterwards who also has a Kawasaki Vulcan S. I'm gonna do some riding around with him. It should be a fun day. It's kind of beginning of March here, Chicagoland, but we got blessed with a day over 70 degrees. It's not all that common. Also trying a slightly different mic setup. I'm still using the Cardo for my voice audio, although I got some wind muffs for my Insta360. So hoping here that that cuts down a little bit. It is quite a windy day. Not enough to be blowing me around quite yet, but it is pretty windy. So hopefully those wind muffs make a difference on that mic. I am still kind of doing my research on better voice mics for my helmet setup, because I'm not super impressed with the Cardo quality. It's great for phone calls, but as far as, you know, recording for YouTube goes, it's just not it, in my opinion. Yeah, so if anyone has any recommendations or anything for helmet setups, I know there's a billion YouTube videos, so I could definitely just lean on that resource. Man, is it nice out. You know, everybody does, you know, get pretty happy when we get a random day like this, but my mind can't help but go to global warming. A little bit freaky that we've had such mild winters, and, you know, then your odd day like this where it's just unnecessarily nice in March. Here in the Midwest, I mean, years past we've had snow on the ground this time of year, so it does feel good to get back out on the bike. It's been a minute. I have been riding around a little bit this week. We've been in the 50s. For those of you that live in cooler climates during the winter like myself, one pro tip, give this guy a little biker wave. One pro tip, definitely keep some vinyl gloves or latex gloves or what have you, either tucked away somewhere on your bike, maybe underneath your seat, or just like an extra pair or two in your jacket pocket, something like that. If it is really cold out, toss on those gloves beneath your riding gloves, and oh my god, does it make a difference. It makes, you know, sub 50 degrees pretty comfortable. And you can also double up on those latex gloves for, you know, even more heat retention. In my experience, my toes and my fingers are definitely what get cold first. Still considering doing a flash on the ECU for this guy. I don't like the idea of messing with the power commander. The benefit of the power commander is that, you know, you can continue to make changes on the fly. But for someone like myself who's not used to tuning an ECU, you know, you can do some pretty bad things with a power commander. I'd rather send it to someone that has a known flash for my bike, for my setup. But yeah, I'm still getting that back crackle ever since, you know, the decel pop, ever since I switched over to the CS Racing exhaust from the stock. It's not the end of the world, but it's always a little, like, it makes me question it whenever I get a loud one. I'm like, is that an actual backfire, or is that just decel pop? If it's D-cell pop, not the end of the world. If it's some sort of backfire, you know, then it could be harmful to the engine. And I'd like to be riding this thing for many years to come, so if I do end up doing the high flow air filter, which is sitting on my shelf in my garage right now, then I would definitely do it. The bike would probably run just a little too lean. It's already running really lean, you know, compared to when I had the stock exhaust on. My gas seems to last almost twice as long in the tank before I need to fill up again. But I guess we'll see what happens. It's amazing what kind of difference an exhaust makes too. The friend I'm going to meet up with later did a cheap eBay exhaust. It's, you know, a chromed out look. It's got a really fat pipe. It's a, you know, straight pipe. There's no cat, so he had a cat to lead on his. This one still has the muffler box on it, the CS Racing. But, you know, we'll see if audio will be able to pick it up. I think it will, but his bike is ungodly loud. You know, you probably can't tell too much right now, but this bike's noisy, but not like blow your ears off. That one, when that one diesel pops, it sounds like a backfire. Quite frankly, if I were his neighbor, which is what I thought of when I was purchasing my exhaust, I would not be happy. You know, he works really crazy early hours too, so half the time he's riding his bike to work in at 4 or 5 in the morning. And just what a rude awakening. You know, I feel bad enough coming home from being out with friends at 10 or 11 o'clock at night. And we're not even talking crazy days like a Monday or anything. I'm talking about Friday or a Saturday. I still feel bad pulling into my neighborhood. And I'll usually give it a little gas in the neighborhood and then coast in neutral and cut the bike off before I even hit my driveway. Just let momentum carry me all the rest of the way there. But yeah, I don't know. Just again, I would not be happy if I were his neighbor. Then again, his neighbor across the street has a custom-built Hellcat. Thing's loud as hell. Even one of my neighbors has a truck with a exhaust system that's pretty dang loud. But still, you know, it's worth thinking about. So it is interesting because, you know, the exhaust note on this definitely got lower when I swapped it over, but it still doesn't sound like a Harley or anything. It still, to me, sounds like a sports bike. His bike, on the other hand, I think does have a little bit more of that low rumble. You're never going to get, you know, a V2 sound out of a parallel twin. That's just not going to happen. It's not realistic. But I wanted something closer than the stock exhaust. And this definitely fits that bill. It is closer. Idling, this thing sounds a little more mean, a little more aggressive. But, you know, not at the high revs that this engine produces. You know, I'm redlining at like 9,500 RPM. A couple little revs there that just kind of give you an idea of the, you know, the idling rev sound on it. There's a little diesel pop. Shifting up into second and third gear. Going about 55. But yeah, again, right now I'm coasting at 6,000 RPM, and it does sound like a sports bike. It's not my ideal because it doesn't match the visuals of this bike, But, you know, and a lot of people complain about this engine not being very characterful. I don't know, I enjoy it. You kind of get the best of both worlds a little bit. You get, you know, your fast boy stuff of a sports bike, and then the stylings of a V-twin or a cruiser. But something about the the engine doesn't really match up with the bike. It's kind of funny. That's all right though. This is my first motorcycle. I've ridden sports bikes and other stuff in the past, but this is the first that I've owned. And I've been very happy as far as it, you know, being a beginner bike. It's powerful enough that it frightened me a little bit at the very start. It's got a pretty twitchy throttle. But it was definitely scary but manageable. And I think that's kind of the sweet spot as far as beginner bikes go, because it allows you to grow into something, you know? I was able to continue to have fun, and I still have fun, even though this isn't a leader bike, which, you know, I may have wrecked if that was my first bike, or a 600, or, you know, 650 seems to be the sweet spot. Also, any of you that are, you know, still a little confused on engine displacement, because it's not the most straightforward thing in the world. Typically, the reason that a 600, even though it's a smaller number than a 650, is faster is because there are more cylinders. So you're able to rev to higher numbers, and that's why, you know, a 650 is slower than a 600. It's got twice as many cylinders. So it's, you know, a smaller engine capacity, but a higher number of pistons producing power. So, or at least that's as far as I understand it. I'm no mechanic, I'm no, you know, just a regular guy. Normally I'd kind of be weaving around these trucks ahead, but I'm going to be making a right turn in about half mile here. Just entering the lovely village of Elk Grove. This is kind of the industrial half. You see a lot of factories and that sort of thing. Also, I mentioned kind of towards the beginning here, I'm going to teach a CPR course, and at our facility we have AEDs as well, which is an automated external defibrillator. If you're not certified, I recommend to everybody to go get certified. You know, even if you take an online course, you know, there may be, I don't know, 15 bucks. You just never know. One of my buddies who's in incredible shape, he's a bodybuilder, just had a heart attack at 40 years old, massive heart attack. He's fine, he's in the hospital now recovering. But you just never know what's going on with somebody. And, you know, you might be in the supermarket, or, you know, they might not even be working out, but you could really be the person that's there to save the day, save somebody's life. And it's not a difficult thing to do. As long as you're working within the scope of what you're taught, you're protected. You know, if the person doesn't pull through, or if you break their rib or whatever, if you're a certified, you know, if you're certified in CPR, you're protected by the Good Samaritan Act. I just think it's really, really important that people, you know, do that. The more people we have with knowledge, the better. I also plan to take some sort of you know, like first aid course, or I know they have, I'm not sure the exact correct wording, but kind of essentially like a first responder or a scene of the accident medic course that you can take. I want to do some more research into that and take something like that. Again, like a lot of times in these emergency situations, like speed is key. Just an example, if somebody does have a heart attack, if I can get that AED to them within the first 10 or so minutes, it raises the survival rate by 80%. 80%, just because I know what to do and I got that to that person in a timely fashion. And, you know, if somebody wrecks their bike, it could be the same thing. You know, they could have a massive bleed, and if you know what to do and you have a tourniquet on you, or you know what to do and, you know, you can tie your jacket off around their leg or something like that, you could save their life. I just think the more people with more knowledge, the safer our entire community becomes. And not just the bike community, you know, it's everyone. You don't have to be on a bike to have a traumatic accident on the road. Or, you know, in general. As I'm passing all these factories, I'm reminded my dad worked in a sheet metal factory, and one day a guy didn't wear the proper safety gear, cut off the tips of all of his fingers. You know, if it weren't for my dad's quick thinking and help to the man, you know, he could have lost some serious blood. Sadly, they weren't able to recover his digits. You know, they got them, but they weren't successfully able to reattach. Travesty. But, you know, he was there to respond to the incident. This is wild, you know, like I said, still March, and I'm almost too hot in my summer gear right now. This year I might have to reinvest into some gear. I do want to get some winter riding gear as well, because there were definitely a few days I could have ridden to work, but it was just a little too cold. And if I had some better winter attire, I probably could have managed it. But also straight ahead there, there's that tower kind of sticking up in the middle. That's O'Hare Airport. So kind of cool. I'm sure a lot of you that are watching that aren't from Chicagoland aren't used to seeing anything but the, you know, main departure gates or the parking lot or the tarmac itself. It's kind of a unique look, you know, living in the suburbs here, able to kind of see some more of O'Hare, some of the backside and access roads, and you know, one of the biggest international airports in the world. We used to be, I don't think anymore, but used to be the most international, or most flights out of an airport in the world. I think somebody else took that title over. But O'Hare's a major hub here in the U.S., not only for travel and, you know, travel destinations to the United States, but for shipping. The amount of freight trains that come through here, picking goods up and dropping them off at the airport is unbelievable. I was on my way to work yesterday and had to wait 45 minutes at a freight train that I'm assuming was empty and was heading into O'Hare. I suppose it could have been dropping off, you know, coal or whatever it was hauling, but it was moving pretty good, even for a freight, and that thing was so long it took 45 minutes. Kind of makes you wish the infrastructure were better. You know, if they had really thought about it, we could have had underpasses underneath the railroad, and it wouldn't hold up traffic at all, but no such luck. shifted into neutral there. You know, I don't want to point any fingers, but this corner house bar and grill on the right-hand side here, I've never been. I need to check it out, but there are always cars in that parking lot. It makes me wonder if there's something shady going on there. Another little tip or trick, I guess, for Chicagoland, if you're a rider and you are traveling here, you know, flying here, I should say, and you don't want to bring your bike, on the right-hand side up here, right about here, is a business called Eagle Riders, and it's a motorcycle rental. So, you know, not too far at all from O'Hare. So you could always fly in, Uber over there, you know, if it's summertime, and pick up a bike, enjoy your time. I will say, riding a motorcycle in the city of Chicago, the city proper, not necessarily the suburbs or the neighborhoods, is a little intimidating. I'd maybe save that, you know, if you're more of an experienced rider. We get some crazy traffic, crazy drivers. We've got a lot of one-way streets. So again, maybe save that unless you're a more seasoned rider. I haven't ventured to the city quite yet on a bike. Been there plenty of times in a car. That's scary enough. Oh, I just passed 4,000 miles. 4,030. Gotta love it. So far I have set the bike down once. It was in the driveway. Stupidly, I was trying to put it on the rear stand to service the chain, and I tried it on an uneven surface. I'll never do that again. You know, I was trying to avoid getting the wax and stuff on the floor of my garage. I learned my lesson. I just put towels down now. But yeah, thank God I had the crash bars on so I didn't damage my paint. And I do have a couple scratches on my left-hand crash bar too from leaning the bike up against the wall of the garage, which, you know, I thought I had enough clearance, but when it went down on the stand, it just rubbed up against the wall. So, fun stuff there. The nice part about them being black crash guards is all I really need to do is get a little touch-up paint pen, and I can black that back out, but it's really not very noticeable unless you're looking for it. It's also about 12:40 right now, p.m. So a little surprising to see this much traffic on a Friday in the middle of the day. I suppose some people are taking the day off because it's so nice, getting a little 3-day weekend. If I didn't have to be going in to teach this class, I'd definitely just be riding around all day, being so nice. But, you know, this was well planned in advance. I teach about 2 or 3 times a year. I'm not quite sure what neighborhood this is. I'm always wondering. It's either like very northern tip of Rosemont, but no, I don't think we're too far away. There's a brown building up ahead on the left there. That's Abbott Molecular. So they do a lot of chemical research, and you gotta kind of wonder what they're working on in those doors. I have a friend that's a maintenance technician that did some contract work for them, and he said the coolest thing, they have a fountain inside, the big old, fountain like people throw coins in at the mall or whatever. And he said that there's a glass floor of that fountain, and he said that below the fountain itself is the server room. And he said that essentially it's a giant liquid cooler that they've multi-purposed to be a fountain. How accurate that is, I have no idea. This is just a story I've heard, but cool one nevertheless. We've also got a headquarter up on the left for PS Print, kind of a cool printing company. I'm trying to think if there's anything else noteworthy in the area. Oh, I see a sign to my right that does say "Welcome to the Village of Rosemont." So I think we were just north of Rosemont, whatever town that is. Right by the casino there. Rosemont has a bunch of convention centers. Technically, it's the furthest part of the city. There is a blue line that goes all the way from Rosemont to the Loop. So for those of us suburbanites that don't want to drive to the city, and if you don't want to take the Metro for some reason, you can always park in Rosemont and take the blue line in, although personally I would rather take a proper train than the L any day. I think most Chicagoans would laugh at me for that, but it's just the trains are a lot cleaner, they bounce around a lot less. Some of those L trains feel kind of sketchy, and especially some of the characters you see on them. Take the wrong L train at night through the wrong part of the city, you might be asking for trouble. Chicago gets a bad rap for violence, and well, there is certainly violence and a lot of murder in our city. If you keep to yourself, stay to the right neighborhoods, keep your head down, you'll be fine. I feel like in Chicago, but really in most major cities, you kind of have to look for trouble to a certain degree. You can find yourself in the wrong place, of course, but I don't know. Old Harley rider with no helmet. Love to see it. Not really. It's kind of goofy to me that Illinois is one of 2 states that does not require a helmet by law. I don't want to, but if I were to lose my arm in a motorcycle accident, I would survive and I could have a pretty good life. But, traumatic brain injury or death because you hit your head, those are 2 very irreversible things. You get one brain. I've got 2 arms, 2 legs. I could survive and live a decent life without, but not without my brain. So Forest Preserve here on our left and right, absolutely gorgeous in the summer, but a little depressing right now with no leaves on the trees. So this season I decided I always like to set goals for myself, whether it's for motorcycling or at work or with workouts or whatever. But a goal I've set for myself this season on the motorcycle is to practice more engine braking. I think it's a super useful skill. You know, whether it, you know, avoids a collision or even really kind of the main benefit of it is you're not wearing down your brake pads. It's kind of essentially a free braking system that comes with your bike. And this bike has some moderately aggressive engine braking. So why put the extra wear and tear on your front brake pad or rear brake pad? The front does most of the work. When your engine can brake for you. So that's one goal. Another goal that I'd really like to do before the end of the summer, you know, I'm always practicing my slow speed maneuvers. Almost every single time I go out on the bike, I'll stop off in, you know, a good sized parking lot, and the slow speed maneuver that I'm really working on, sorry, that guy just almost cut me off, but the slow speed maneuver that I'm really working on this season is U-turns, in the sense of right now I can very, very, very comfortably U-turn in either direction, skipping one parking space, but I really want to be able to do it every space. And right now my left-hand turns are pretty damn close. I put a foot down sometimes. My right-hand turns need work. It's interesting to me because I'm left-handed, so I don't know if that has anything to do with it, just confidence. But, you know, I really want to do that within one parking space in both directions. I'm not too terribly far off. I ended up realizing the bar end mirrors I put on, if I have them underneath the bar, which is how I wanted them, I can't full lock my handlebar in either direction or the mirror touches the tank. So I did flip them back over the top of the bars, which, again, it's not my favorite look for the bike, but if it's between functionality and appearance, I'm going to choose functionality. When it comes to a machine that could, you know, quite frankly kill you, I'm going to choose functionality every day over looks. Give this guy a little bit of room. Looks like this Honda might want to get in. And we're coming up on my workplace here, so I'm going to cut it short. Hope you guys are having a great day, and I'll see you later on for the rest of the ride. But check it out, everybody. I found some guy that first, you know, he's younger than me. First he stole my name. We're both named Mike. And then he stole my bike. He bought the same freaking bike. It's got a different exhaust though. He didn't steal that from me. Whee! Okay. Oh yeah, also, let's not ride too crazy because I've got some pretty new tires.
Okay. This is one way.
Oh, yeah, we're going the wrong way.
Yep. Whoopsies. Just gotta go fast. That's it. Whoopsies. Let's go this way.
Okay.
Oh, that was a little bit jerky. Oh, weird.
I'm up to 3 bars on gas. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like when the engine's off, it doesn't read it very well. Can't believe I had to go to work today.
Yeah. Same here. Well, such a nice day.
Well, no, I'm supposed to be off. I was teaching CPR.
Shit. Why'd you have to go in?
Your blinker's on.
Someone?
Your blinker's on. No, I was teaching CPR.
Oh. Oh. That's
Yeah, I'm, like 2 years ago, I became a certified instructor for CPR and AED.
very nice.
Yeah.
Come on, Lexus. Do you know which setting you have your suspension on?
I've honestly never checked.
Okay. I'm interested, because I think I have it on the, like, tightest, and it's a little bit rough.
I want mine on the tightest. Because I'm a heavier dude. They
Yeah.
say sometimes your suspension might be set too light, and that's why it feels rough. Because it's rebounding a lot.
Oh, that might be.
So it like bottoms out and...
Alright, we're gonna get a green light.
Yep. Hit the rev limiter.
That was on purpose.
God damn, that exhaust is loud.
Hell yeah. Brother.
Ridiculous. I bet my mic's like not even picking up my exhaust anymore. Oh man.
I had to wake up at 3:30 today. That sucked.
Damn.
I had to walk the Chihuahuas, then I had to be at work at like 4:15.
Forgot you got dogs.
Pain in the ass.
Yeah. So since I replaced this exhaust, it feels like I get like twice the miles per gallon.
Yeah, I mean,
It's crazy. That's always fun.
yeah.
Back down to 2 bars. At some point, we should swap for a minute, because you haven't tried the floorboards.
I'm down. Oh yeah, I didn't even notice them. The Curicans?
Yeah. And I got that fender delete. Looking smooth.
Did you fix the relay?
No. I don't know, what, like, I can't remember if it's a capacitor or resistor. I don't know what strength I need.
I saw it on one of the forums. I'm sure I can find it.
Yeah, I posted in the
product.
I posted in the Facebook group, but I think it depends on the fender delete that you do, like what capacity you need or.
It didn't come with one. It didn't come with like a relay.
No.
Huh.
This Amazon, it's an Amazon one. It's not like the official, and it was so cheap. It's like it's got a plastic plate instead of metal.
Okay.
The instructions were like barely in English. Like half of it didn't make sense. I just figured it out. Just like touching wires together to make sure the blinkers are working, kind of thing.
Yeah.
How's Joanna doing?
She just got back from like she was a model at her friend's makeup place. She was doing like modeling eyebrows or some shit, and now she's chilling with Evo.
Okay. She's still playing guitar?
Yeah.
Nice.
She's still going to classes.
That's good. Did you guys end up getting an amp?
No, but she got a different guitar as well.
Oh, okay. She ended up buying acoustic?
Yeah.
Okay. I dated a girl like a year or two ago that is the landlord for these apartments on our left. Yeah.
The brand new ones?
Yeah. Well, not like landlord. She doesn't own them. She's whatever it is, the leasing agent.
Okay.
Do you want to go back to that castle bar?
Oh, where was it? It was somewhere off of Northwest Highway.
Wasn't it Barrington Road?
I think it was Barrington and Northwest Highway. Or it was definitely Northwest Highway and something.
Cause I'd be down for like a burger and a beer or something.
I'm down.
Or we could go to drink. Get white girl wasted.
Oh, hello. Hello. Oh, bummer.
She didn't like you?
Nah.
Mine's like silent idling compared to yours.
Yeah, I know. It's quiet. Like, I can barely hear it riding next to you.
Yeah. But,
Oh, no. Oh, this is the angle. I just gotta be slightly behind you.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's funny that you say silent, too, because people are always like, holy shit, that's loud. I'm like, you don't know nothing.
I mean, it's like perfect. It could have been a little bit louder, but it's almost perfect.
Well, I've got the baffle in. I can take the baffle out.
Oh, yeah. I wonder how loud it would be without the baffle.
I've heard it's not much of a difference with this exhaust.
Okay.
game I've been playing with myself is every time I come up to a stop, can I do all engine braking and then foot brake only?
Oh yeah, I do that. I do that all the time as well.
Yeah.
I try not to use the foot brake, just engine braking,
Yeah.
if I can.
Oh yeah, you haven't tried out the levers either.
Oh yeah, those are fancy. I was gonna buy the same ones.
Yeah. They flip up too.
Ooh.
There's no real purpose for that. But...
Is it loosey-goosey, or do they just flip up? Oh, they look loosey-goosey.
Yeah, they're a little loose. It's not bad, though. They're tightened down. It's meant to do that, because it's like breakaway. Like, if you crash it, they'll just flip up instead of snap off.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, pushed me over.
It's the windy. Do you know the light pack if wind is pushing you?
Yeah.
What's your life hack?
I pushed towards the wind.
No. There's like an actual life hack.
I moved my butt.
Nah, I got something better for you. I got something better. You just point your knee into the wind.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it works like a sail. So you have more like drag on that side. It works really well, actually.
It's blowing from this side.
Yeah.
Spread my legs.
That's what she said.
Oh, my visor's so dirty. Alright, let's change lanes. Whoa. Ah, I guess it works a little bit.
It does work, man.
Go ahead, Brad.
It's kind of funny how timid people are to get in front of a bike, but at the same time, I appreciate it.
Yeah. let's get gas here. Alright, and we'll look up directions to that bar.
It's so funny how when you go from like an empty to a full tank, like you can feel it colder on your knees.
Yeah, I know. Alright, let's go.
Yep, hit it. Man, my fucking face shield is dirty too.
That's why I had visor up. Visor's up.
Here's Barrington Road. Dude, I could
We're
have
taking
sworn.
right.
Okay. Look at how quick my blinker is. Here, I'll pull up a little ahead of you.
But it works. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know if I would fix it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's fine, but I've heard the part's like a couple bucks, so...
It is, yeah. But you're
not?
gonna have to take it apart. That's gonna
No,
be good.
you just need access to the relays. It's not that big a deal.
Go, school bus, go, school bus.
You can still lead, because you got the
I got it.
GPS.
Alright. Oh, fancy houses.
Oh yeah, Barrington and its gated communities. This is like a pretty road to drive on in the summer too, with all these dead trees. Or not dead, but, you know, no leaves.
Yeah. Got race done. Bum, 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 bum.
I am starving Marvin.
I've had some chipotle.
I've had 4 chicken fingers from Jewel,
Oh,
and about 8 shots of espresso.
that's nice.
Yeah. Come on, meow.
Palatine Road.
Yeah. Yeah.
Vito.
Oh, have you seen these? iPass started doing stickers instead of a transponder.
They told me not to worry about it, that they're gonna get my plates. And I don't need a sticker or anything.
Huh.
Yeah. Which is very interesting.
Yeah. Two Tesla X's in a row.
Oh.
Chris Trump would say Tesla.
Oh. Brother!
Brother.
Oh. Some expensive ass houses.
Yeah.
All probably 2 million plus, if not more.
Yeah, about that.
And 1.1 mile, continue on to South Q Street. Oh, Porsche! Porsche! Sadies!
Rich.
Yeah. Everything smells rich here.
Yeah. We're about to go to the biggest dive bar in all of Barrington, and it's still really nice.
Is it really a dive bar? Is
No,
it a bar?
it's not.
It a castle?
I'm just joking because it's Barrington.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's true.
Oh shit, I was in second gear that whole time. Going like 60 in a second.
A second gear?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Is it not Hugh? Is it Huff? H-O-U-G-H-Q.
Oh?
Why is my GPS is saying Huff, but I think it's Hugh.
Huh. Snap, crackle, pop.
Shit.
Mine pops too, but it sounds more like anti-lag.
Train. Fuck. Motherfucker. Oh, it's a metro.
It's just a commuter.
Oh, you have like a huge muffler still with the CS racing.
Yeah.
Yeah, my shit is like basically straight piped at this point.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Most exhausts don't come with a cat converter, but this one does. At least I think that's a cat. It's probably why yours is like 10 times louder than mine.
Yeah, might be. Yeah, probably, most likely. I actually think that's not a cat, that's a muffler. So it just muffles the sound. Or it's... Yeah, it looks like a muffler.
Yeah.
It's all the way underneath your bike.
Yeah, and it's like square.
Yeah. It just muffles it a little bit. I mean, my neighbors probably would have preferred your exhaust at 5 in the morning when I fucking leave.
Honestly, before I left, I was vlogging on my way to work, and I'm like, yeah, I bet my neighbors like my exhaust a lot more than his neighbors like his.
Yeah, that's true. They probably fucking hate it. Well, no, not the neighbor across the street, because
I was gonna say, your neighbor's got like a Hellcat or something, doesn't he?
He's got like 4 Hellcats.
That's wild. Why would he get so many of the same car?
Well, he has like the Durango Hellcat, Charger, and Challenger. He has all three, the whole set. And then he has like the highest F-150s pickups, the highest one you can get.
Yeah.
And what else does he have? And he has an old Buick that has 1,200 horsepower.
Damn.
Like a drag racer. He's got a bunch.
What's with all these little kids just walking around with no adults?
No idea.
Hashtag suburbs. In the city, someone would have abducted those children.
Nectar juice bar.
I have a feeling we're headed to a different castle, but it's okay.
I believe it's the same one.
Really? Because I thought this was closer to like South Barrington, which is definitely behind us.
I believe we're going the right way. But we should have just cut in because we gotta go left in 6.6 of a mile. So now you're here, but quite soon. Why has everyone stopped? Me no understand. What is going on?
People be slow. Oh my god, then this guy's gonna block traffic. Come on, Jeep.
Yeah, fuck you. Spreading mayhem through Barrington.
Well, there's emergency lights up there too.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna go single file so you can lead for this light.
That's where we gotta go left.
Where the lights are up there?
Yep, so maybe we should just turn sooner and kinda wiggle around. Yep.
Yeah, we could do that.
Alright, let's pop a left here. This is our last chance here.
Alright.
My turn signal's stuck. What the fuck?
Let's see if somebody lets us in.
Yeah.
Nah.
Dicks.
They will when traffic backs up again.
Which is gonna be never.
Nah, I'm sure that light behind us is gonna change.
Yeah, there we go.
He's waving us. Go ahead. That might have been a mistake. Yep. Papa Yui.
Yeah, so there's no way of avoiding that at this point.
Well, and now we're gonna have to go left onto that road.
Yeah, we gotta go past the 5-0.
Hopefully they don't pick up on your 35 warrants. He's waving you out.
Okay, quiet mode.
Oh, my hip hurts. What do I fucking do?
Oh, they just chilling here.
Yeah, it's a
What the fuck
crossing
is
guard.
up? Yeah, what the fuck is up with all those kids?
School probably just let out or something. Well, it's 5:30. That's weird.
Yeah.
Maybe they had a football game or something. Oh, what am I talking about? This isn't football season. Basketball? I don't know.
E Sky Active G Mazda.
Blinkers on.
Oh, I gotta turn my shades on first. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Couldn't see shit.
Yeah.
Oh, something smelled nice for a second.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure we're going the right way.
Okay. Oh my god. So many brothers all in one place.
So many brothers, so little time.
Little do they know, we're on Japanese bikes.
You can barely tell.
Yeah, I know. So you listen to that engine.
Yeah. Sounds like a lawnmower.
I mean,
more like a sewing machine.
nah, it's not that bad with the modified exhaust, but
No.
it doesn't sound like a V-twin.
At 1.2 miles, we're gonna take right.
I'm telling you, we're in the wrong spot. It's way further south than this.
You think so?
Yeah. But we'll see. And who knows, maybe we find an even better spot.
Ugh. Ugh. Yeah.
Woo!
Something's
That window.
Alright, that's not light. We're gonna take a right.
Alright. Isn't that Cuba Road up there? We about to get haunted?
That's Pepper. Pepper Road.
Oh.
We passed Cuba just now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I don't think we're in the right place, but we're
No,
pretty
not
much
at all.
here. It's here, apparently.
Right here. It's right here.
What?
Right there.
Where? This?
Yeah.
Was it the same place?
That's no. It's a different place, but this is where you took us.
Let's see if we can find any parking.